Hello. Oh, I
What
should
up?
also skeet about it on Blue Sky.
We skeeting out
We
here.
skeeting out here. Not that anybody's gonna come. It's Alucard time, baby.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Magic Sword Sin Post. Now with noise suppression, which Vyrn isn't able to hear, but hopefully anyone who actually is watching through Twitch will not hear the very loud
Mm-hmm.
sound of my fan anymore.
Wonderful. And
Fingers
hopefully
crossed.
not the
Fingers crossed.
whine of the CRT.
I think I was listening back to some of the recordings. I think that it's the sound that Beefy was hearing was my computer fan.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
I couldn't detect any CRT whine, but also like I don't hear the CRT very much in the room.
That's fair.
Or maybe it was my baby whining that
Maybe.
she heard.
Or maybe we're both just old.
Maybe we're
Can't
both just
hear
old and
them
can't hear it anymore. It's
them
true.
high kilohertz sounds.
It's very possible. There's also some level of like I don't know, noise that just comes through the connection from the
Mm-hmm.
CRT to the computer. So might that might have been part of it too.
Existing near a CRT does things to a person.
Yeah. Signals, electric currents, all kinds of weird things.
I'm a dog, don't worry about it. On the internet.
Okay. A dog on the internet, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and uh I was gonna I was gonna respond to this on Blue Sky, but I know it's not the most powerful sword in the game, but I had to take out one of the most so that I could had
To
enough,
get it to fit.
yeah, to get it
Yeah.
to fit.
The Crissaegrim is
Very, very good.
easy enough.
Close enough to the most powerful. Oh, that
Yeah,
reminds me.
you're there's another one that arguably can get stronger. There's another one that's technically a combo. There's another item that technically breaks every other item.
We've got the Alucard shield now, so I wonder what the shield rod
Uh-oh.
does with that.
Well,
It's not as
game
much.
over.
It's not as attack power.
You'll have to try it with the shield rod, see what it does.
Okay, and so then I'm trying to remember how I perform this. It's like all shields.
Now hold the shield out.
Okay, he healed me.
You should try to hit an enemy with the shield.
With the
You
shield.
you screen transition, so you'll have to
Oh,
cast a
I
spell
see.
again. Oh
Oh,
no, never mind. It lasts so
oh,
long.
oh, oh, oh my goodness! God damn it!
So the shield rod and Medusa shield, and or the Alucard shield, uh, each tick or like I don't know, five once every like once frame or 2 frames. I'm not sure. It just does max damage
Oh my
and
god!
heals the 8 health because fuck it.
Incredible. They really had
This-
they really had fun making this game, huh?
Mhm.
Oh, boss time. Gallimard.
I was actually excited for you to try this fight with the Crissaegrim because, like, hey, actually, a boss that has a ton of health that would actually be a fun fight with the Crissaegrim. Nah, fuck it. I got the shield rod and Alucard shield. We're good.
I could go back and try again with just the
If
sword.
you want, up to you.
It's like the Crusade Grim is easy enough.
Mm-hmm. This one you have to push 2 buttons at the same time and then wait for the animation to finish. Oh no.
Probably the best way to do it without, because I don't want to just reset the PlayStation because then I gotta do the special boot disc and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So probably I need to just kill myself. Just offer myself to the skeletons.
Take off your armor.
One.
Yeah.
Offer myself to this.
Oh, equip the Ring of Ares and then just walk into the...
Oh, there you go. That's a good way to do it.
And then unequip your armor. Because this will take a while. Can't remember if there's lava you can stand in. Is there lava? Forget.
There is somewhere.
Especially the walk armor. Yeah.
It's too much.
8 days later.
That's still not too much. Huh?
There we go. Yo, you're getting like Too-hooed right now. Why aren't you dodging all Too-hoo style?
Too-hoo?
Oh, it's lagging. Hold on to your butt.
No, stop using potions on me, fairy. I've lost all will to live. That's interesting that...
You have protection from ice.
Yeah, the fairy automatically used protection from ice for me. Like,
Yep. The fairy will continue to do so.
Like a little
Probably.
bit smart.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I died. I successfully died. Hooray!
That castle was so tough, and then suddenly it just wasn't. Now you have to like actually try to go reload your save.
Gained a lot of
Ridiculous.
Alright, let's try that with just the really good sword and not this incredibly busted combo. The shield rod wasn't even hard to get.
Yeah, the shield rod is just hiding down the one hallway in Colosseum in the first castle. Obviously, finding the other shields, like Alucard shield, you do eventually find if you're like poke around the castle enough.
Yeah.
The Medusa shield has the same effect, but that one's one of the hardest weapons and hardest or like rarest drops in the game to get.
Is it good?
But you just get the Alucard shield. Screw it.
Ow. Dark Soul style, stand between his legs. That doesn't really slow him down, huh? Doesn't really care about the stopwatch.
Oh.
Get me between his legs like that. Dodging. I'm not used to doing this anymore. Boy, this guy can take a lot of hits. Those electric balls are very difficult to dodge.
This boss is very tough.
I'm guessing that he's guarding the last of the 5 treasures.
Ooh, we're gonna find out. Do a little bit of perspective. We got the lesser demon in the library was 400 health. The succubus, 666 health. Nice. Grand Falloon, the ball of corpses in the air, 400 health. Scylla, the like weird tentacle Cerberus lady thingy in the caverns. She had 200 health. Creature had 1100 health. Akmadon II, the mummy, had 1200 health. Crazy stuff.
How much health does Galamon have?
6,666.
Oh.
At least according to what I'm seeing, I don't know if that's actually right.
Get in there. We have like a lightning resistance potion in here somewhere.
You might have one.
Just fire. Maybe I don't.
Push the square button in the menu. You can sort things. I thought there was a way to like
Too late for
auto
that.
sort by category. Be crazy.
Well, it would make sense to be able to do that. That's for sure. I do know actually that this does have resistance. So maybe that'll help some.
If you have a weapon slot selected, not like you haven't gone into the menu to pick the weapon to equip, but like you have the left hand or right hand mouse over whatever, you push square to pull up the list.
That has a very good lightning resistance. Oh, okay, maybe not so good. Maybe that's not lightning. Somehow.
I'm not sure what damage that is. Tell me more, Gallimard.
Stop doing that attack. Don't do that one again.
This is the third guide I've found with a different health count. I've seen 6,666, 5,666, and this one, which is the one that I've been hearing from the streamer I watch, 12,000 health.
I wonder if it's different based on the version of the game.
Could be. I would not be surprised.
I'm glad that they give you a save room right before this boss.
Yeah, as long as you go left instead of right.
Can, yeah. I suppose. There's a water bottle. Alright. And that. Alucard mail. Don't think any of these are like strong against lightning. Do I have an accessory? That may absorb damage taken.
Oh. I can hear it. I can hear the buzz of the CRT.
Oh, can you?
Oh yeah, it just sounds like a buzz now.
Interesting. I wonder how.
Interesting.
The game audio is not really showing anything. And when I stop talking, I see in OBS it goes down to 0. I know that
I'm gonna make sure it's not me.
the noise suppression isn't going to affect what you hear, Vyrn, because it's just something that's going on in OBS. Okay, well, I'll try that and the... Some of these other effects. I guess we do want the Dwarven Ring.
Think Dragon Helm is better?
It says lowers defense, but it increases my defense. Okay.
The Dragon Helm grants 4 strength and 3 defense, and lowers the enemy's defense by half.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Pretty strong.
Well, that's definitely getting me sustained. I think that's just like physical damage.
If my son came back home wearing a first...
There we go, got him.
Joking.
The Dragon Helm.
Hilarious. Yo.
Stack his shins.
Galamoth's shins have been smacked. Smacked indeed.
A lot of important blood vessels that go through there.
It's true. You need those.
More hearts. More life.
You take those.
Take those any day.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really need much of either anymore, but... Pretty circle. Gas cloud. Do I like... Does it let me like damage people with my... Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So Galamoth is viewed as a optional boss battle. Obviously, you don't know that, right? But it's got so much health, its attacks are ridiculous.
I kind of figured that was the case.
Congrats, you beat Galamoth, now you can fart, kid. Get out of here.
Alright, well, let's get out that shield grab. I don't know. Maybe I'll
have some fun with it.
I'll keep this one, just because, like, it's such a rare drop. And the shield rod combo, pretty easy to do, so basically just anybody can do that.
Yeah, if you're in a fight and need a little bit more health, might as well just do the shield rod Alucard shield combo.
Yeah. Just to top up.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, a diamond.
Wonder if it
We're going with that diamond, girl.
Or if it's just like valuable. Yeah, just valuable.
It is indeed salable.
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 Salazzle.
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 You mean like the Pokemon?
Yeah, like that super horny Pokemon.
Wait, the Pokemon's horny? I thought the people were.
Yeah, the people. I mean, canonically, Salazzle makes people horny.
That is true. I thought it was just the Doomers on DeviantArt. Oh.
Ooh, what did I find?
What is this?
Necklace of J.
Ah, the Necklace of J.
Defense +5. Not as good as the necklace made by the dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll wear 2 necklaces, sure.
Yo, I'm feeling stylish. I'm feeling hip.
Alucard's that kind of twink.
I gotta make myself look big. I got all this neck and no muscle. That's why I wear a big frilly coat.
Too bad you can't wear 2 necklaces and... Oh, no, you can. Because it's a... The shoes are... Are the shoes a different slot, or are they an accessory? Okay, yeah. It's... Wait, where did...
Specifically,
there's
the secret boots.
Yeah, so you can't wear 2 necklaces and the secret boots.
You can't wear the pumps. And the, like, whatever the little candy necklaces I'm thinking about, dang it. The candy bracelet.
Yeah. With, like, Smarties strung on them.
Yes, yes. Wonderful.
Gives you the experience of having to gnaw off a limb to get out of a trap.
Absolutely. Those are the kinds of experiences I'm seeking. Rip and tear.
Rip and tear. Just obliterating entire populations of bats. I don't have time for you witches.
I want to be a witch floating in a dungeon, just hurling cats at twinks passing by.
Get out of here!
Meow. Ah, soundtrack's so good.
More bats. I saw a Twitch streamer that I follow on Blue Sky.
Mhm.
See, that's a dead end. Oh, where's the next? Okay, I see perfect. Was doing a Dark Souls shock collar run. I don't know precisely how the shock collar factors into it, but I mentioned it to Trisha and she's like, and starts like Googling prices for shock collars. Interesting.
Gonna get yourself a pie shock, huh? I do indeed have a friend that absolutely has one of those collars. I actually have several friends that has a collar. One of them for sure has
Of
their
course you
VR
do.
chat avatar hooked up to it, so you can go like push a button and give him a zap. Very interesting. I just want to give my friends a little zap
Just a little
over the
zap.
internet
Just a
in a
friendly little
VR check.
zap.
It's a cute video game. What are you talking about, Mom? I'm having fun, hanging out with friends.
Yeah, with friends. You know.
Anyway, Mom, I'm moving to Denver.
Bye.
Bye.
I was saying what I really needed for my voice training is just like a little thing that like a little pitch monitor, right? You know, just your normal pitch monitor. Hook that up to the shock collar. Just get a little reminder every time the voice slips a little bit.
I would not succeed because I feel like I would sigh, and yeah, I feel like you always sigh in a lower register. So like,
Well, you just gotta learn
and then
how
you
to
get
sigh.
zapped. Yeah.
Vern, you just gotta learn how to do a more feminine sigh. Like, ah,
I feel like I would be too scared to make any noise within the seconds of putting it on.
Yeah, I was like, you get shocked, like, oh shit, ah, fuck, ah, shit, ah, goddamn,
Ow, ow, you're hurting me.
ah,
Stop.
it's getting, it's starting to hurt more. Oh god. There's no way to. Oh.
Ooh, just bonk your head on it, apparently.
I was throwing axes at it.
Oh, that works too. You can also bonk it with your head.
Okay, you.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He's a twink. You got nothing up in that noggin.
Completely empty up there. Just solid bone.
The only thing he keeps up there is good thoughts about his mom. What a good kid.
Just good memories of his mom telling him, hey, don't kill humans.
I wonder what she actually said.
I think, I mean, the implication to me was that she said the opposite of what the succubus was saying.
The succubus said?
Yeah. That she was just like, don't hate them for this. Hello.
Did I hear that we were talking about the good girl collar?
Yeah, we were talking about the shot collar.
Yeah, are we gonna do that?
I mean, it was like $150, so probably not.
I don't know, baby.
It might be fun.
Vern says it might be fun.
I think Vern would know. Vern,
Wow.
Vern's got
I haven't tried one on.
She can't hear you, but I can hear you and I can relay what you're saying.
That's fair. I haven't tried one on, but I have seen them at like every Furry Comic Con too.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to two people. What'd you say, Vern?
I have not tried one, but I have seen one at every Furry Con I've been to.
Vern has seen at least one at every furry con he's been to, but hasn't tried one yet.
Oh, Vyrn, let us know.
Okay,
one
will
out.
do.
Let us know.
Fine.
Sounds like you
I'll
have
do some
people you could borrow
research.
from.
I
He said,
probably
he'll do
do.
some research. He probably
Yay.
does.
Yay!
Oh, good.
Yay with Tilbies. I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart. Oh, the other fun development with my new microphone is that means the house has 2 microphones in it. So hypothetically, Trisha could come into chat, into the Discord
Ooh.
and chat also.
Wonderful.
So that might be fun sometime. She's got a very mellifluous voice. That or Force of Echo makes echolocation hurt people?
What'd you get?
Force of Echo. Attack with radar waves.
Fancy.
Did I talk much about playing the Stardew Valley board game before?
You brought it up, but I don't think I got much. I don't think you said anything else about it.
Yeah, I wanted to, and then I've got, the ADHD, so I always forget what I want to talk about. It's very good. Very, very good. We came within a hair of winning. What I've heard about the way it's balanced is that the first time you play it, you and your group lose badly. The second time you play it, you lose by just a little bit, and then the third time you play it, you can start winning.
Love it.
But I think the fact that I had played it in Tabletop Simulator before, I had played solo mode, so I sort of knew a little bit. Really helped us out just to give the rest of the players some context for what we were trying to do. So we got so fucking close. Doppelganger 40. We got we did all the bundles, all the community bundles, and we did 3 out of 4 of Grandpa's goals.
Ooh.
And the final Grandpa's goal that we didn't succeed at was fill up the museum. You got to donate all of the artifacts and all of the minerals.
Oh, yeah.
We had 7 out of 8 of them.
Oh, so close.
So the last 2 days of winter were just us all sitting on the mine, oh god, oh my god. Slow down.
I'm sure they were playtesting it, the room slows down here. Could you take out some of the octopuses? I assume having so many of them. No.
Absolutely.
It's staying
not.
in.
I will. If you take out an octopus, I will kill you.
If there's one less than 50 dark octopuses in that room, I will find you,
I will kill you.
and I will take you out. Pot roast!
Do not increase the price of the hot dog. Have you heard that story?
I wanna get that shirt, and I wanna wear it to Costco.
And hey, it's still the same price.
Yep. Life hack, they usually don't check your card at the food court thingy, so you can just flash your expired card at the entrance. Go get yourself a $1.50 hot dog. Dark Blade.
Not as good as what I got. Yeah,
Maybe.
Usually we've started to go eat first. Sword forged by elves.
Shouldn't go shopping on an empty stomach, that's true. Especially at Costco. It's like, you know what? I could use a little snack. Buys 4 boxes of those 10 packs of Oreos. Remember those days? I'd get those occasionally and they would just poof, disappear.
I mean, the
That ruled.
appetite for Oreos is like a noble gas. It expands to fit the number of Oreos you have.
That's true. That is very true.
I've experienced it.
I've never went into my little pantry of snacks and thought, today I will eat 2 Oreos and be happy. No, the number is usually like some strange double-digit prime number between 19 and 37.
Trisha, let's see here. How long ago was this? A little while ago, when they were doing the Mario Oreos, was like, I'm gonna pick up a nice little treat for Zin, and brought back a package of the Mario Oreos.
Oh.
And I was just like, woman, what have you done to me? What are you doing?
How dare.
This is my vice. They're like the treat that I can't keep in the house. Because it was essentially cutting out Oreos that let me lose 50 pounds.
Dang. I think soda is usually what kills me. Oreos?
I did also...
I know it's... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You go.
I know when I want to eat Oreos. I want to eat a snack and be satisfied about the snack. And Oreos doesn't do that. So I just got really good at making cookies where I can be like, you know what? I'm going to have a cookie and I'll have like 2 cookies and feel pretty good about it. Like, yeah, I've had an acceptable amount of cookies and sugar instead of Oreos where I have like 40 of them. I feel like, you know what? I think I might be clinically depressed.
I definitely know the feeling you're talking about. Like, if it's a chocolate chip cookie, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's a little bit bigger or what, but like I can just have 1 or 2 cookies and be like, all right, that was a reasonable amount of cookie. But for some reason, to me, the reasonable amount of Oreo is like 11.
Yeah, it's not just a single package. It's more than that. You got to get the Costco brand. You got to pull out 2 of those reams, 1 for each hand, and then you're good. For a little bit. Then you got to get back out of the bathtub and grab another 2, 3 reams.
I did definitely also cut out sugary soda, but I had been drinking a fair amount of diet soda before that.
That's good.
So that wasn't as big a deal for me. Peanuts. Hard to eat. Did you ever hear what Franklin's exercise routine was?
His exercising what?
Franklin's exercise routine.
Didn't he just like walk for like 5 or 6 miles?
This maniac was walking 9 miles like every day on the weekend. Just like spending 3 fucking hours on the treadmill at home.
He's gonna outlive us. What's wrong with that?
Well, he stopped doing it, and so he was talking about like, oh yeah, I've been thinking of getting back into that so I can lose a couple pounds. And I was like, all right, Franklin, if your goal is just to lose weight, this is such a bad way of doing it. Like,
I mean, I think doing a lot of walking every day is awesome.
Oh, it's great for you.
Absolutely keep doing that.
Absolutely. Like, if you wanted to do it for like your general health and fitness, yeah, that's great for you. If you want to lose weight, that's not the same thing.
Not quite. I mean, calories in, calories out thing, but also like maybe look at your diet a little bit. Double check that. I know my diet's trash.
With my experience of just looking at calorie counts for exercise, it's very hard to exercise enough to lose weight. It's much easier to just like intake fewer calories. Because I was like, I would do Ring Fit for half an hour and be like, oh boy,
great.
I burned 80 calories. It's not even 1 Oreo.
Hot dang. I haven't busted out my DDR in like 4 months. I haven't busted out. I don't think I've played my piano in longer than that. Oh,
dang,
gross.
Dude.
Disgusting.
Get back on that. Back on the music train. Choo-choo. Yeah, there was a while when I was rewarding myself for my evening exercise with a single Sour Patch Kid.
Dang. Respect.
Well, it was, it was satisfying. And I was just focusing on the girlish figure I was developing. Okay, where the fuck am I? Where am I trying to go? Well, we've gone all over the damn place. And no sign of Daddy Freddy.
What items do you have?
What items do I
Yeah,
have?
what relics do you have?
So I need one more of these, huh?
It does say 1 of 5 treasures.
I need one
Sounds
more
like
of
you need to
those.
do a little bit more exploring.
Okay, well, I see there's an opening right over here, so I'll check that out. Okay, all of these fucking things again. Back here in the best area of the game.
Oh,
Ow.
did you just psychically destroy that skeleton with your bat mind?
Yes. I better fucking
I mean,
believe
these
it.
Nova skeletons are shooting gamma radiation at who knows what in gigawattage.
No, I missed it. No, I'm going the wrong way.
Oh no.
Let's try this again. Why the fuck back over there? Oh, but yeah, you go. Daisy. This way. Over here. And then that's nothing.
I asked what brand of shock collar my friend/neighbor has. They have a pie shock. It's a good cheap brand. I know another friend or two that has them, and one of them has it integrated with VR chat. Actually, I think both of them do. It's even got a little light on the avatar that when you push the button, I think it lights up. It's super cute.
That's important.
To let you know that it's working.
Yeah, how would you know? They could just pretend to get shot.
Other than them screaming.
Ah! How hard does it? I mean, I'm guessing you can set.
So, the
right?
pie shock specifically, you can set it to vibrate, and then it's got like strength 1 through 100.
Okay. So is it a vibration or a shock?
I think I'd have to ask my friend what they usually have it set to. I think they can personally set it, or they have another avatar that can set the strength of it and or like do specific things. But like anybody can go up and push the button on the collar. Like
Sure.
with their. I think that's how it works at least. I haven't been doing too much of the that interesting stuff on VR chat.
The sexy stuff?
Yeah. It's impressive. VR is cool.
It
Strongly
is
recommend
good.
people check it out.
I do like it. I haven't played it much recently though. I got that quest. And it's just kind of been sitting.
Yeah. I gotta see if I can get Zilla on.
That would be
Hang
cool.
out with them. That'd be sick.
I think the
At least
last time I really interacted with her was when she was back in town. Like, God, not a
It
decade.
wasn't too long ago. Like, that was like 3 years ago, wasn't it?
3
Just
years
swung
ago.
by?
What?
Wasn't it? Oh, I know that would be pandemic time. Never mind.
Yeah.
Like 4, 5, 6 years ago. That's not that long ago, right? Right?
No, it was. My kid is 4 years old, Vyrn.
Fug.
No, that was like 9. Oh God, the Let's see here.
I randomly get tagged
Yeah.
in her Discord about like music rhythm stuff.
It might be a decade ago.
Oh dang. We need to do the great VR chat meetup.
It's one of those things where like I just can't keep up with people when they move away. I just have
That's
no
all right.
ability to do that.
I feel like if we all met up in VR chat, we would still have a good time.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
She was. She'd finally get her vindication because she was just like, she was the one who called it.
Well, maybe she shouldn't have put it that way.
She was right though.
You know, waters and bridges, or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think that
We're all better, stronger people.
I don't think that pushed me away from figuring it out.
That's fair.
I was mostly just like, huh? What?
What?
But no,
Sorry, this perspective doesn't register with me. What?
it turns out that you know, cis guys don't often like sketch themselves with boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see here. Where could I go? I guess there's like all those towers. And I didn't really do anything there. I didn't go up any of those towers. Okay.
Let me look at my map.
I'll be honest, I didn't think that there was going to be that much exploration required in the inverted castle.
I don't remember. I don't remember which pieces of. Oh, blue Venus weed, different color, lady. Hello. Hello, lady.
Hello, lady.
I'm trying to remember which relics you have. Which Vlad relics you have.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll let you look at my relics.
Rib tooth ring eye. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And perfect. I'm not telling you where to go.
You can look at my relics anytime, Vyrn.
I'll let you look at my relics. Oh, speaking of relics, I just received a package in the mail. Melissa and Phil asked me for my address, and I was like, "God damn it! What did you get at the con you just went to?" And I got a little miniature easel and a miniature little hand painted of the dog with the coffee and the surrounded by fire with the hat.
Very good.
This is fine, dog. So I'm gonna definitely put that on my desk at work. And then I also received a package of dicks, a bag of dicks.
Like the mini, like the little, what are they called?
Yeah, like the little teeny weenies. Yeah,
teeny weenies,
it's from a
that's
different
it.
company, but it is literally like in a plastic package, and I don't think I can take it out of it because it's hilarious.
Incredible.
Maybe when I get a fancier display case for all my stuff. Something, you know, gamer themed, RGB, like rim lit, all fancy.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think this is my favorite track in the game.
It's very good.
I think this is Lost Painting?
It's very chill Castlevania beats to study to.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Yeah, it's Lost Painting. Got him.
Wait, what? No. That doesn't make sense. Supposed to... That's confusing. Doesn't really seem to be way up there. Right here. That doesn't seem like there's actually going to be any. Okay. Ow. Oh. Just got poked by a lion.
How dare.
There's a way down over here.
Jack of bones, Jack of bones. What say you, Jack of bones?
Oh, that reminds me. Have you played Unpacking at all?
Unpacking? I don't think I have.
It's like it's a cute little like isometric pixel game that's just about like unpacking boxes and trying to organize the stuff you unpack in like a new living space.
Yeah, okay, I have seen this.
Very
I think there was
satisfying.
hints. Yeah, I think the hints there were hints that the person you were unpacking for or you or whatever is a furry question mark. I think that's all I remember from this
I
when it
have
came out
not
like a year or two
seen-
ago.
I didn't pick up on any of those hints, that's for sure. Instead, we were just like, oh, she's a lesbian. Oh, she's she's
Probably.
because one of the shirts you unpack when you go to college is a flannel.
Is a what?
Is a flannel. It's like a flannel print.
Oh
Like a
yeah,
red
yeah,
flannel
yeah.
print. And Trisha saw that and she went, "Oh, we're a lesbian."
We are a lesbian.
You like start out unpacking into a childhood home, and then you go to college. And then you like move in with a couple roommates, and there's this interesting like the house is already has stuff in it, so it's
Mhm.
like learning how to fit, and you can't move any of their stuff, so you have to figure out how to fit your stuff with their stuff. And then the third move is you're moving into an apartment with a person that is very obviously a dude. And
male living spaces. Yep.
yeah, definitely
I'm
a male
currently
living
living that.
space. And Trisha and I were just like at first we were in denial, and I was like, well, maybe it's just a girl that is really into lifting weights. Maybe she's really butch, and that's why she has ties in her closet. But it became clear, no, this is a dude, and just like every little thing that we would find, Trisha would be like, ugh, this guy seems like a douchebag. Just like, he's got like a bunch of pretentious coffee stuff, and she's like, ugh, what a douche. We were incredibly disappointed that you're moving in with a dude. But then the move after that, 1 year later, is you moving back into your childhood room with your parents. And we loaded that up and just cheered like, oh, girl, good. Get out of that relationship. Get out of that toxic relationship.
Yes.
Oh, and the thing with moving in with the dude is now you can move his stuff. So it's this trying to fit your life with this already very completely furnished apartment. You can move some of it, but like specifically, you've got your degree that is like in a frame to hang on the wall, and there's no space on the wall to hang it. And the only place to put it, like the place that the game will tell you is the correct place, is under the bed.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
wow.
The symbolism.
That is a very interesting way to tell a story, like completely through environmental cues. I like it. I can see why it's super, or like was like a cult classic.
I don't know if it's exactly a cult classic, but it.
I heard it was good when it came out.
Yeah, so did I. I was just like, oh, I don't know if I just want to play a game about unpacking. But last night I sat down to play Armored Core 6, and I was like, I need to get my PlayStation Plus monthly games. And I was like, I'll
Mm-hmm.
check what's new for free in the catalog, and it was on there. And I was like, I'm gonna try this instead of playing Armored Core.
It's a little bit more my speed right now. A little more the vibe.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to playing some more of it tomorrow night.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Have you been playing anything new?
Oh goodness, I feel like I've been putting time into Guild Wars 2. I've been on that legendary grind. The new expansion's out.
Those games as service.
Games as a service, yeah. Some of them are good. I still really like the combat of Guild Wars 2 more than most MMOs. I like Final Fantasy 14, but I took a break on that because that is a monthly subscription, and I want to save little dollars here and there
That's,
while I pay off my debts.
I mean, Trisha has been into Genshin Impact for like 3 years now, and that's another game as service game.
Yep. Once you've put the hours into those games, you know like when the appropriate time is to like put money into it. Like, I obviously want to support the game. I don't want to like feel like I'm stealing stuff, but also it's a free-to-play game and they're stealing money from whales. So
yeah, I wouldn't feel too bad about that. They are very clearly making plenty of money. I think it's a really interesting look at it because it feels to me so much like the level of care that they're putting into developing the characters and the world and the plot, and just like the length of time that they're planning on doing it for, really feels like, okay, how do I put it? We want to make this game. We've got this really cool idea for a game and a deep story. How are we gonna fucking fund it? Well, let's add a gacha mechanic. Let's staple on a gacha mechanic to it. And that'll convince the higher ups to let us make it. And it will fund the rest of the game development.
Was it their second year they've made 1.5 billion in profit? Not revenue, profit. Like
they are making
wow.
Seeing some of the like just shit that they do as like fun little crossover events and stuff, they are making money hand over fucking fist.
Oh
so,
yeah. I am very curious what Genshin Impact, like what their response is going to be to Unity trying to do some rug pulling about user install fees.
That's a great question. I suppose Genshin Impact probably is
It is a Unity game. Yeah, I guarantee they've got 500 million plus installs.
Yeah. They probably...
That'll be a fun one.
I mean, it's not like they're going to be able to move to a different engine.
Well, I mean, if there was a company that would be like, hey, you pissed us off, we would rather take the cut hiring a huge team to jump engines, or you take this back, like, they would... I feel like, Mihoyo? Is that Mihoyo? Mihoyo would absolutely be one of the teams to say, hey, Unity, you don't do this.
I could also see them being one of the developers that is just like, yeah, we can pay that. Whatever.
Oh, they absolutely pay it, yeah, but...
It's like, well...
That's what Unity's banking on. Reminder that the CEO for Unity was the CEO for EA that wanted to charge per bullet.
God, yeah.
For
that
some games. Wonderful.
Did I talk to you about the theory of why Wizards' handling of D&D and Magic the Gathering has been so, like, shitty recently? And, like, profit grubby?
I understand why, and it has to do with Hasbro, but
yeah.
Like how they managed to fix that by basically screwing themselves out of all of the money they could make off of it for a while is interesting.
The theory that I heard was that it's still like we're still seeing fallout from the success of the previous generation of My Little Pony. Because that was so huge and had such incredible profits. it really made Hasbro go like, oh man, maybe everything we own could make this much money, which it can't. Uh, like
Yep.
spoilers, that was an absolute like unpredictable flash in the pan, and you can't replicate it. Uh, but that's what's really led to them trying to squeeze Wizards for like make more money with D&D, make more money with Magic. Makes sense to me. But this was an elevator.
Speaking of My Little Pony, Franklin may have reached out to me and asked if I still had the original secret layer,
Oh yeah,
the one with the
yeah,
3
that's
My Little
right.
Pony cards. Turns out they jumped up in price a little bit, just a little bit recently.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oops. They so I think it's the Twilight Sparkle card.
Yeah.
She had a win condition on her that couldn't be done because those cards weren't printed yet, and now
Right.
they've been announced and printed in a Magic layer, and so
Incredible.
like those cards are now worth a bunch of bucks. And Franklin reached out to me like, "Hey, you still got those?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'll buy them from you." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, I saw Frank linked me to the announcement of new ones, and I was like, "Oh, that's neat."
Mm-hmm.
I had not. Whoa! Oh,
What happened?
I'm stuck.
Oh, did you get Berserk?
Oh yeah, that must be what's going on. Okay, there we go. I thought it was just glitching. But I had forgotten that there was like a win condition on Twilight Sparkle about that.
Yep. Something about
You have to have like
controlling the other
out.
ponies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I have them. I opened the box, but I haven't pulled the cards out of their packaging, so. Oh yeah, you never got that one either. I'm looking things up.
I wonder if I got enough mana for the rest of the world. Come on, Alucard, you could do it.
I believe in your Alucard.
There we go. Hey, good work, Alucard.
Oh yeah, you never did that. Okay.
Oh, it's nothing special. Literally just like...
What was that?
Oh, it didn't bring me to anywhere new, which I should have remembered. Like, yeah, that was just an elevator shortcut. Nothing interesting connected to it. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm still gonna try and go up to those towers.
Yeah, so down to those towers.
Yeah, down to those towers.
Yeah.
Down to those inverted towers.
To the chapel. Oh, what were they called?
Yeah.
Those chapel towers? Not parapets. I mean, there are parapets. It's a castle, but.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was called. The bell towers. There were big bells in them. So I'll go this way. Maybe I should look at the newest, like, edition of the D&D playtest stuff, but I gotta say, my interest in it has just, like, hit absolute zero.
That's fair. I heard the latest playtest is interesting, but that's... Once again, that's all I've heard.
Everything that I've heard, like, the only thing I really heard is that they have really walked back a lot of the weirder stuff they were doing. Which in some cases I'm glad, because it sounded like they were putting out some bad shit, some really dumb stuff.
How dare you, Wizards?
But in other cases it's like, I don't know why they're not going to implement anything. They're not going to change anything that I actually think should be changed. So
Fair. Heck yeah.
I've got my own document written up with all the changes that I think should be made to the player's handbook. Oh, 5th edition remix. No one has ever seen it.
No one's ever seen what?
My 5th edition remix.
Oh, I want to see it.
Oh god. They're strangling my brain. The brain fucklers.
Look at them go.
I got rid of most of the wizard subclasses and added new ones.
Was anybody using any of the wizard subclasses?
Yeah, that's my opinion. I think that every class in the player's handbook should have 3 subclasses, no more, no less. So for the wizard, I took out all of the fucking 8 for each school of magic. That's overkill. You don't need that. And I did blaster, alchemist, and lore master. So that you can like really live that Gandalf lifestyle.
Gotta live the Gandalf lifestyle.
How do you afford your Gandalf lifestyle? How do you afford your Gandalf lifestyle? Okay, you do need to button mash out of that. You can't just wait. Hey, you know what I appreciate about the inverted castle?
What do you appreciate about the inverted castle?
No crows.
So far.
So far. They did take the bells out, which is interesting. Spike zone. Kind of planet. Spike breaker armor. Like, oh my god. This button. Twilight Club. Black cape for vampire, for vampires. Like a vampire wears.
That makes sense.
Oh god.
I would vibe in this room.
The flashing cape. Incredible. They were not worried about making Alucard too visually busy, huh?
No. Do you have Joseph's cloak?
Oh, God.
Perchance?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Does it cycle through all the colors?
Oh, Joseph's cloak you purchased from the librarian. That one, when you have it equipped, it unlocks another submenu that allows you to customize the cloak's colors, both inside the cape and outside.
There you go. That makes sense. They decided cycling through all the colors is maybe a little much. Sure, I'll get a Bible. That's fine. I don't mind a Bible. $50. And a tower. we go, boss time. Whoa, check out that butt. Snake butt. Check out that snake butt. The heart of Vlad. Okay, well that's all of them.
All right, now where to?
Clock tower. The clock tower.
The clock room or the clock tower?
The clock. The clock room's the clock tower, right?
Clock room is technically like off to the side of clock tower, right?
Yeah.
Also, no, the clock tower you have to like go through a bunch of crap to get to. Like clock tower is east of Castle Keep and north of Long Library.
Yeah, but
I'm looking at regular Castle.
When the rings tell you to go to clock tower, they're really telling you to go to the clock tower. Either that or back to Dracula's room, where we started. I guess it makes sense. Come full circle.
Mm-hmm.
They expected me to fight Medusa pretty early on, huh?
Yeah, Medusa's like right where you come in.
Yeah, I just went left instead
If you
of
went right. Yep. It is a meme in speedrunning where when you go to Inverted Castle, do you go left wall or right wall? Because they shuffle around where all the relics are, and there are more relic checks on the right side versus the left side.
Interesting. Which one do you want to get first?
Well, the goal is to check as many relic spots as possible in as short as time as possible.
Okay, so like
that
it's not just that they swap places; it's that there's more than 5 places they can be.
Yeah, so like where you found like the fairy card, that could be one of the Vlad relics. You could find a Vlad relic right away at the beginning of the game. Like, oh cool, that was a random Vlad relic, but you know that some relics are supposed to be locked behind progression. So like if you need the leap stone to get to the fairy card location, and the fairy card is now like Jewel of Open, well now you need Jewel of Open to get something else, and then there's a Vlad relic back there.
That's pretty cool.
There are fancy decision trees you need to make while doing perfect movement speedrunning through the castle. It's been fairly entertaining.
That's not like a randomizer, right? That's just how the game is.
That is part of the randomizer. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. You didn't say randomizer, you just said speedrun.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, part of the randomizing speedrun.
Well, I guess I will go over. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember how this place is set up. My brain. Yeah, it's this way. Oops. 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 Daddy. Well. I can't do. Oh, there it is.
Isn't it just hold up or down? Like you're standing on the floor and you hold up or down, I thought.
Jump through it?
Not jumping. Or does up make you jump?
No, up doesn't make you jump. It's not that much of a fighting game. I was trying to do the down kick.
Oh, yeah.
I guess return to the uninverted castle? And then resurrect Daddy and kill him.
Wow. Why'd you resurrect him? Just leave him dead.
I don't know. What a great question.
Great question.
Royal Cloak, probably not as good as the one that I just picked up. Yeah, lower Constitution. No Constitution bonus. It's funny uploading these VODs to YouTube because I see the copyright detection triggering for them, for the Castlevania music.
Oh gosh, that's fair.
It specifically says, like, this will not affect the visibility of your video. The copyright holder has said it's okay for this to be in YouTube videos.
This is
How did I get up here?
Konami. Thanks, Konami.
Do I have the library card back?
Where do you want to go?
Back to the uninverted castle.
Where are you gonna go with the relics?
To Dracula's throne room.
Who was in Dracula's throne room?
Shaft.
A
Maria.
orb controlled by Shaft?
Sure.
So where's Shaft hiding?
In the orb room.
Well, go find it. It's gotta be in the inverted castle, right?
I guess. I kind of thought that he was in the orb. I thought that the orb was Shaft. I'll admit.
That's fair. Nah, dude, that's the Dark Priest Shaft.
Yeah, well, I know. I just thought that he was the orb. I thought that he turned himself into an orb like Metroid does. Except, you know, he doesn't just roll around. He does drop bombs. He can control people and stuff. You know. Imagine if Metroid could do that.
Just fly straight up.
Yeah, and control people. Be a really different game. Sorry, that was extremely stupid. Okay, where am I going? I think it's the clock room.
You should go check out the clock room.
I should check out the clock room.
Go check it
It's
out.
here. It's so central to everything. Let's see here. Ghost dancer, show me your dance. I want to see your fancy dance pants.
Destroying countless untold horrors.
That's Alucard, the true champion of humanity. Up more, a little bit more here. Leftwards and upwards. Inwards and outwards. We're getting pretty close to the end of the game, huh?
Getting there.
Gotta figure out what we're doing after this.
You think that there's like another castle that's sideways?
God, I hope not. I mean, if there's one more, then there's two more, right? Because you gotta have the one that's rotated to the left and one that's rotated to the right.
What if like it goes? Ooh, this is something.
This is something.
What if it goes like 3D and you gotta do like the close and the foreground and background?
It turns into Fez.
Oh, spooky.
Have you played Fez?
I've played a little bit of Fez. I did not beat it or do any of the secret stuff.
I did all the secret stuff. I did the whole thing, 100%. It's
Well,
really
last
fun.
platformer, me and you blasted through his braid, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you like Tunic.
Oh, I love Tunic. Oh,
Yeah,
Tunic was
like
so
Fez.
good.
I will say I really enjoyed decoding the language. It was a lot of fun, and literally like feeling myself gain proficiency in it. Like when I started doing the decoding stuff, having to like write down all the symbols and look it up on my little thing. And by the end of the game, I would just like look at the screen and I'd go like A S O, like I could just, I wasn't quite to the point where I was reading it, but almost. Oh, but what I was gonna say is decoding the manual almost made the game too easy.
Did you do that before beating the game or getting the secret ending?
Um, yeah, I had the language completely decoded fairly early. Because that's something that I could like work on at work. Um, and so then, as I got new pages, I was able to just decode them right away and figure out a lot of stuff that way.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Ordrum!
You have done well in making it this far. I would expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont.
Yes, I am the dark priest called Shaft. This world
Why
must
are you
be
called that,
cleansed
though?
in the forge of chaos.
And I control people with balls.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if two vampire hunters were to fight each other...
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
Exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
Well,
But your
it didn't
plan
work.
has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
No, that's where I keep all my stuff.
Wow, Shaft's really throwing those balls around.
Shaft, give
Oh,
your
they're
balls a
spicy.
rest.
Oh, okay, that was good.
No!
You claim to love the darkness. Go then and dwell there for all eternity.
But my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
I'm just gonna be like, Daddy, no.
Shaft exploded.
Go home, Daddy.
Oh.
Was this room upside down in the original castle?
It
That's
wasn't
Father.
lit.
Oh, that's
Well
covered.
met, my son. It's been a long time.
I was hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have
I'm glad you're still in
been
the I just swung my
ally of
sword
humans.
pose.
Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither
Think
do I
you.
seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world.
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
I don't know if it's just because like I've been listening to the rest of the voice acting in this game, but now it seems like Dracula's voice acting is really good.
Oh yeah, he sends it for this last part.
Whoa! I don't remember this from the anime. This is your true form, huh, Dracula?
He's got like weird things coming out of you.
It sucks.
Oh, he's
super
just like
bad.
still sitting there, like
Oh yeah, he is like in the middle there, huh?
he's got like shaking heads and big hands.
Hey, Daddy.
I just want him to hold me ever so gently.
Daddy, this.
Oh,
this
he's casting a
true form
spell.
sucks.
Damn, 3D casting. Holy fuck.
I feel like. Oh, I could probably have better armor on. Huh? Well, this one's impervious to evil.
I do not know what elements Dracula attacks with.
I mean, he's probably pretty evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
He seems pretty evil.
Makes sense to me. Oh, the triangle attack.
Go
triangle.
back whence you came.
The most
Trouble
evil
the
of.
soul of my mother no more.
How? How is it that I've been so defeated?
You have been
It's so
doomed ever
defeated.
since you lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. What profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe.
Yes, Bible verses.
Oh,
Tell me,
sarcasm.
what were Lisa's last words?
She said, "Do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm, for theirs is already a hard lot." She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa,
Aww.
forgive me. Farewell, my son.
I like that you're inside of a D20. Oh yeah, there it is.
I do like the characterization of Alucard as going into that, like... Yeah, some people maybe would think just telling Dracula Lisa's last words would get him to stop. Alucard's like, no, I'm not gonna bank on that. I'm gonna beat him first and then tell him her last words.
Yep.
I believe in the anime... Is he there? Or does he just, like, see it from afar? In the anime, he does actually get to hear her say her last words.
Alucard?
Or Dracula.
Oh, Dracula. Okay.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
Alucard!
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is
I'm gonna
cursed.
go back in my
It
coffin.
would be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I
So catch me on
see.
TikTok next month.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
I'm
Alucard.
uninstalling all my social media apps.
Don't you want to go after
2
him,
weeks
Maria?
later.
No,
I'm back!
it's best this way.
I'm on Blue Sky,
I can't
bitches.
ease his torment. Someday, perhaps, we will meet again. And on that day, maybe.
I see.
Let's go. Everyone's waiting for us.
Yes. Let's get out of here.
We did it. We saved Richter. Now I get to listen to that smooth jazz.
Ugh.
I gotta figure out real fast what we're doing next week, huh?
Well, good thing you ended it on a Wednesday.
Yeah. I'll check to see if he's ready to do the Star Wars game, but I would be
Ooh, there you go.
kind of surprised, honestly.
Can't believe you just face planted into a Chrysogrim and then you started it up today like, you know what? I'm gonna try more shield rod shenanigans with Alucard's shield, and I'm just like, ugh.
All right.
Oh,
I got that
come
Richter
on.
shield. I never did get.
You
I
didn't
never
even-
did find the Alucard sword, but I didn't need it. Because I got the
Alucard's
Alucard mail
sword.
and the Alucard shield.
It's in the cave somewhere,
Huh.
I think.
I went through the caves pretty thoroughly. Oh well.
You didn't go to the Ring of Ares spot in the inverted castle?
Sure.
I think. Might be it.
Trying to think what else we could do. We could do like.
Did you play the Game Boy Advance games with Soma Cruise? There's 2 of them, I think.
No, I don't think so. I think I played some of one of the DS ones.
Well, just in case, maybe you'll play those in the future. Maybe.
I've heard that all of the Game Boy Advance games and all of the DS games are really good.
They are banging. They slap.
I would have to break my rules and do like an emulator stream.
That's true, but you could like hold up the Game Boy Advance to the screen, like check this out, turn it on with the cart. You're like, yeah, look at that.
I got it.
Wink.
Get
good.
one of those. I remember when what was it? Virtue's Last Reward came out.
Yep.
I had been doing some game streaming around that time, literally a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been trying to figure out, is there a way that I could set up a camera to show the screen and actually play it on the DS and stream it?
I've definitely seen those streams on Twitch.
Yeah, but you would need equipment, and one of my
nowadays, you can flash a custom firmware where you can stream like over Wi-Fi. It's not perfect, but it works. Or like you just like stream it to a program on your computer, and it, whatever CPU the 3DS has left in it, which is pretty decent for most games, it works. Not for like Monster Hunter or Kid Icarus. Like those were pretty tough.
That way, I could play like a Game Boy Advance ROM.
Yeah, there you go.
Or something.
I think that works. I think it still works in the DS and Game Boy Advance mode. I'm not sure though.
That might be interesting.
Maybe. Something to think about.
And one of my other like informal rules for this stream is I don't want to like spend a bunch of money on other equipment.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, if we're just gonna have like 1 or 2 days, I could just do more of the like variety stream. I could play some more Link to the Past and like, Pilot Wings and shit.
Ooh.
Maybe Mega Man 64 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Pseudo Regalia.
Pseudo Regalia. Well, that's another computer game. Vyrn.
That is. I know. There's so many good games on so many good consoles.
Or if we were gonna try and just figure out another game to run through, that's the big question. I know previously we were talking about trying to set up like multiplayer Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm. That would be interesting.
You would have to do some more technical heavy lifting for that one.
True. I'd have to figure out what setup people use for that. I know it'd be done though.
It do be done. Wow. Cool. We beat the game.
You did. Now you got the good ending. Time to get the best ending. I'm kidding. You did it.
I don't know, man. That seemed like pretty best ending to me.
It was best ending. I want to say there is another ending. I think it's if you lose to the Dracula fight at the end.
Oh,
but
sure, that makes sense. There's no like new game
nothing
plus
like
bonus stuff.
There is new game plus bonus stuff. So if you start a new save file, you can, when the cutscene is about to start up, you can push start or push a button to skip it. Also, there are in the library now sells an item called the Duplicator. It costs 500,000 gold, so you have to like get several diamonds in the game or use a glitch that lets you dupe items to sell. But the Duplicator drops all of your stats by a lot, but any single-use item, it doesn't get used up when you use it. So like the throwing stars all become easily the best item in the game because you're just chucking a million of them all the time.
Oh, it just told me a thing. It said, name yourself Richter. Input Richter to play as Richter Belmont. Neat.
Yep, you can beat the game as Richter. There's also another name that you can put in that is called luck mode, where it sets your luck mode like to 99, but it drops all of your other stats to basically nothing. So you will find item drops real quick, but also you get looked at wrong and you die.
Interesting. You really need the
I'm
Kissinger
trying to think
for
what
that
other.
one.
Interesting stuff. I'm trying to think what
Yeah.
other fun
There's a
stuff
lot of
there is
stuff in this
besides the
game.
randomizer. I want them to like, was it called Mario 35? I want them to Mario 35 this game. I want to like watch a speedrun race where there's like, you can you can jump between the different Alucards, but like you can see the other Alucards where they're at in the castle and where they're going and like what they've collected.
Mario 35.
But I've just been watching a lot of Symphony of the Night. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, we'll have to talk about what else we could possibly do.
True. I should probably read up some for the D&D session on Friday.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh gosh.
You got D&D coming up too.
Yep.
Wow.
Friday. Oh.
You've got an extra extra half an hour. I feel bad. I keep seeing the viewer count go up, and it's like, well, sorry, we're actually done with Symphony of the Night.
We beat Symphony of the Night.
We did it. I'm not gonna play through this.
I guess.
Sorry, everyone.
I guess we should do this. What are your thoughts on Symphony of the Night?
Oh yeah. Talking about it. Well, let's see here. It's really good. It's a lot better than Quest 64. I'll tell you that.
I can't disagree with you there.
I feel
Holy Plains
like
can only carry Quest 64 so hard.
It's clear how this is like. This, combined with Super Metroid, obviously, is like the foundational text of Metroidvania games, right? And I had never had the Castlevania half of that equation before, and now I do.
Yep.
Because like I played Castlevania 1, which is not a Metroidvania.
It is not. That is a difficult platformer.
I felt like, you know, it's interesting because there were only a couple parts in the game that I really felt like were hard. Like there were a couple bosses that really tested my ability to actually like read the boss, put in precise inputs, that sort of thing. And both of those times really kind of took me by surprise, and I had more difficulty with them than maybe I otherwise would, because I had to be like, oh wait, I actually need to try for this. That was Doppelganger.
Yeah, one of the 3 doppelgangers.
And then Richter, when we fought Richter.
Yep.
But I wouldn't really even say that, who's the guy with like fucking 12,000 hit points? That guy at the end?
Galamoth.
Galamoth didn't really do that though, because Galamoth was just kind of a big guy with big attacks.
Yeah, he's a difficult one to get close to, and his moves are obviously big as well.
Yeah.
Definitely a more optional boss, and also they're probably expecting you to like, oh, this guy's way too hard, let me come back later when I find the stuff to do it. But obviously you had already found basically all the good weapon combos in the game. I like Symphony of the Night because a lot of the like bosses that you come to and find out, okay, I'm not strong enough, or I don't have the right weapon, or I'm doing something wrong, like you could probably find a weapon that is strong against him and or armor that makes you resistant to the boss's attacks.
Yeah.
You can go and grind for levels, which I feel like is the most difficult thing to do, but it is an option in the game. Usually when you're grinding for levels, you're just gonna have a rare drop that's gonna carry you through the next like 30 minutes to an hour or two of the game. Or you're just going to explore the castle more and find more good stuff and more health, or like another path around the boss for now. There's so many options.
I feel like I never had to, like I never ran into a boss and it was like, this is too hard, I need to turn around. Or I did do that with Doppelganger. Right?
With Doppelganger, and I think with Richter for a second. And I think I also recommended you go check stuff out.
Yeah. So I did that a little bit, but not much. I never felt like I had to grind for levels. In fact, for most of the game, I felt pretty over-leveled. I felt like, because I didn't really know where I was going some of the time, I ended up grinding more than maybe I was expected to. And so very early on, it just felt like, enemies are just kind of texture. They're just like speed bumps. And
they're the decorations for the zones you're in.
Yeah, they're decorations. They make sure that I keep pressing the attack button as I'm traversing.
I mean, yeah, after Crusagram, that is absolutely what the game turns into. It's like, oh look, there's colorful numbers everywhere, and too bad there's no enemies that are interesting anymore.
But I mean, even before that, I was feeling like that for a long time in the Right Side Up Castle, where there was a lot of like, well, I'm just walking around trying to find the right place, and the enemies don't really matter. That that being said, it's not like a huge criticism I have of it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if anything, I feel like maybe leveling is a bit overtuned, but I don't think that the game is meant to be challenging for the most part. I think it's meant to just be fun, and it is.
Correct.
I
I feel like the challenge, if you run into something that is a challenge, you just have to like stop and look at your equipment, like see what killed you and figure out how you can work around that specific move the boss does, because you can beat him more
Yeah.
than likely with whatever
Yeah.
stuff that you have and with what however far that you've gone or how much you've learned playing the game so far,
I
which I
really
feel like changed the formula a little bit from Super Metroid. Like you need to have this thing to get past this section, whereas in Symphony of the Night it's like, oh, you can float up as the mist if you got the power of mist or whatever it's called, where you can stay as a mist, just float up for as much mana as you have, or you can fly as the bat, or you missed the gravity boots, which allowed you to do a big vertical jump, um, which you didn't need that because as soon as you get bat, the entire castle's open to you, and power of mist.
I
Uh,
really liked the feeling of the game at no point gives you any instruction. Okay, at one point with the rings, tells you where to take the
yep,
rings. But apart from
yep.
that, like the game is just like, yeah, welcome to fucking Castlevania.
You think we're gonna give you the
Good
fucking
luck.
red carpet treatment up to kill your dad? Like, come on.
And like, it's not even like, oh, and Alucard talks to himself sometimes or anything. There's literally nothing that
Mm-hmm.
tells you anything about where to go, and I actually really enjoyed that. It made me feel
Mm-hmm.
a little bit lost sometimes, but
I feel like
the
instilling in an adventure game, instilling the feeling of like being lost even for a short while is great. Like that makes the castle feel a lot bigger than it actually is.
yeah,
And I also liked in this game where in the first castle, like you were restricted where you could go based on your movement options, but as you get through most of the castle, you unlock all the movement options, and then oh god, there's a second castle. But guess
but
what? The only thing holding
yeah,
you back in the second castle is just tough enemies, which you find a better weapon
yeah.
and suddenly you're just cruising through looking for that dumbass. Where is your fucking dad? I'm gonna slap him.
Oh, and like, cause Super Metroid, it's not like there's a Navi in Super Metroid telling you where to go, but the game is a lot more directed.
Hmm.
There's an order that you're supposed to visit the areas in.
Hmm.
And Castlevania didn't feel like that to me. I mean, obviously,
Hmm.
like you need certain abilities to go certain places, but there's a lot less gating of that matter, and a lot more. It's like a smaller game. I felt like the map is smaller, and you're expected to do way more backtracking than you do in Super Metroid. So it's
Hmm.
been, um, I keep saying a decade, and in this case, it's more than a decade since I played Super Metroid.
Hmm.
But that's the vibe that I remember.
Hmm. So Super Metroid is definitely the like find a new ability that lets you backtrack and like pay a lot of attention to the areas that you're in, whereas this one is much more combat oriented, question mark,
Mm-hmm.
not at its not at it not at the like if not at its fault. What's the word I'm thinking of? It doesn't
Not too.
degrade this game to
Yeah, it's
have
not
more
bad.
enemies than Super Metroid. Yeah, it's good. um and then having a bunch of equipment that you can shuffle around that allows you to take different approaches for different stuff is a
Seconds
good
for
idea. um
yeah.
Another approach for it, and also like yeah, you can actually take multiple different paths without having to do somewhat game breaking stuff like you would in Super Metroid. I think there were a couple diverging paths you could take in Super Metroid, but not as much as you could like in this game. um
Yeah, it feels
and
much more
you
like
can
here's a big sandbox to play in.
yeah, yeah, and you can clearly see where some games like correctly took the Metroidvania idea. I feel like one of the best games that did Metroidvania right versus the original two is Hollow Knight. Hollow
Yes,
Knight is
I really like
such a
Hollow
good
Knight.
fucking combo of Super Metroid and Symphony of the Night. Oh,
Um, I heard interesting commentary uh, the other day about one of the reasons why you don't see a lot more like triple A Metroidvanias like this anymore is
mm-hmm,
because there's just so many really good indie options that nobody is gonna pay like $60-$70 for a 2D
$60.
Metroidvania anymore when you can get like there's amazing ones that are free and there's really good ones that are $20.
Pseudo Regalia came out. It was a 2-month game challenge that this one guy made. It's currently $6 on Steam, and it is very Castlevania 64, but like very, very Metroidvania style game
put
that
that on
I
my
really,
list.
really want to try out.
I would say we should play Castlevania 64 next, but I don't own it, so I would have to acquire it.
I do not own it either, and I think I watched Zilla play through it recently on Twitch.
Oh, does Zilla do Twitch?
Yeah, she did for quite a bit, I'd say.
Oh, damn.
Maybe more over the pandemic, but I want to say this was recently, like in the last year or two. But yeah, Pseudo Regalia's like in that same vein, and the Dragon Blitz, the person that I've been watching a lot of Symphony of the Night speedruns, Dragon Blitz played through it and gave it like the highest praise.
Nice.
Dang, haven't played a Symphony of the Night like game or Metroidvania like game that good in a long time. So
Put that on the list.
it sounds like the movement options and like the movement ability upgrades all are sane, make sense, and are very good together. So I like games with good mobility platforming. Let's go.
The closest I got to playing Castlevania 64 was watching Zilla play it back in high school. So, because I believe she owned. She must have owned it and not.
I believe she owns it.
Because if we had rented it, then I would have played it too. Because I also had it in 64.
So now would be the perfect time for a Silk Song to drop, right?
Ha!
How long has that been announced?
I believe that they're working on it. I believe that it will be released. That's as much as I will say.
They're releasing a big DLC to Hollow Knight, and I assume they're. I mean, that's what it is, right? Silk Song is just big Hollow Knight DLC. So like, I'm sure they want to like make sure the quality's good because it's Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight fucking slaps.
I mean, it seems like they're doing a lot to try and make sure that it's not just like Hollow Knight DLC, that it is its own game. All right, well, I think that basically covers it. Symphony of the Night's really good. I understand why there's such an enduring affection for it. I really understand why there's such a big like speedrunner community and like randomizer community for it, because it really lends itself to that style of play.
I forgot to tell you that there is a spell that you can cast, air quotes, while you're a bat to do a wing smash, which charges forward and attacks through enemies.
You mentioned it a couple times.
Okay. Yeah, it's I need to learn how to do that.
I thought there were going to be like spells that I learned, but
you need to go back to the librarian when you're like in the second castle, because he has more unlocked for you. I forget how many spells there are, like 8 or 10 or something like that.
How do you get back? Because I didn't want to use the library card and go back to the regular castle.
I'm pretty sure it's just a button to use in the tower. Like that's why I asked if you were pushing up or down.
Oh, well, maybe I should have done that. Yeah, that's why I never went back to the library, by the way, is because I wasn't sure how to get back. Just maybe silly.
All you have to do is press up.
I didn't really feel the need to go back to the library either. So
go to the little room to the right of the throne room and press up. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, I think that covers my feelings. It's good. Good game. I recommend it to anyone who can afford buying it. And to anyone else, I mean, it's available to buy now. You can get it on PlayStation.
You can get a newer version of it that is slightly different and has different voice acting. I am a big fan of the original voice acting.
I mean,
I haven't heard the new voice acting, but I'm just gonna already think that it's trash.
The original voice acting I would not describe as good. That's not the adjective I would choose. It's very classic. It's fun.
Also, how many games have sweet corral for the save menu? Like, come on.
I mean, more than 0. More than just this one, that's for sure.
186.3% completion and 8 hours 54 minutes. I love that you get like most of the map revealed and you're at like 95-96%. Like, I guess I did everything. Time to go fight Dracula.
Yeah, that's a really good way to do like the misdirection with the map percent.
I think the speedrun is like 203.2% maximum. Like that's the most that you can
Just
reveal
keeps
on the map
going.
because there's a room or two you can glitch out of bounds and reveal like a couple of extra squares.
There you go.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Silly.
That's silly. That's silly.
Love it.
All right.
I love
well,
it.
I think I'm gonna end the stream for real now.
Sure,
And
let's
then
do it.
we can think. We'll do some independent brainstorming on next game and talk about that.
Ooh. I like it.
All right. Bye. Bye, Beefy.
All right,
Bye, anyone else
bye-bye.
who's watching.